going on, everybody? Welcome back to another
Motivational Monday.
Welcome back. Especially fresh out of Thanksgiving break. You know, it's a lot of chill downtime that's been happening, or chill focus on.
I hope you ate enough. You know, maybe for your bellies for the past maybe week. I don't know how you guys function and work. You might be full for a week. Now still go to the gym. All right, now
Time to get back to work.
So today's topic is self-development.
Self-development.
All right.
The dictionary states that self-development is improving oneself. It's the process of improving oneself in various aspects of his knowledge or skill. So that's what they're saying, right? So the way I look at it, because it's a process, right? As I'm looking at it, the way that I dissect it to apply it is the concept of it's a process. And because it's a process, it's not something that is installed into anything. So you can't just be full self, right? You can't just be the one self that you want to be. You have to create it. You have to go through the process. You have to grow it and actually apply it. Therefore, for me, the analogy that I use is think of it as a muscle, right? So because it's a muscle, when we look at muscles, we must work them in order to become whatever it is now. So if I'm trying to work on cutting my reactions, behavior. So I must be aware of what's happening in order for me to actually process it, think it, dissect it, and then reply, and not simply react to the situation.
So I think about this concept and think about the fact of the importance of focusing on self, okay? That portion of the word self and the word self-development. Because the only person who you need to worry about the self-growth is the person in the mirror, right? That's the most important part. You have to focus on yourself. Because what happens in self-development, a lot of times we see all these different tools from different people, from different aspects, from different knowledge even, right? And then we say, okay, well that works for them, so that's gotta work for me. When you look at the different tools and you see what works for you and you make your own toolbox for self-development so that it is completely navigated towards who you are, right? Because the whole thing about self-development is working with who you are. So I was thinking about Psalm 23 verse 1, and it says, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. I lack nothing means that in this season, right, in who I am now, I have everything I need to accomplish what I need to accomplish, right? I have everything I need to be able to grow, to be able to develop, to be able to become the better version of me, right? And most importantly, you cannot measure your growth on other people's level, okay? You cannot measure your development on other people's ruler and how they define growth and how they define development and what their pace is and what their progress is and what their measuring stick is of development. Because if you do, then you're never going to reach it because that's theirs. That's their measurement and you have to have your own. So make sure you define what development is for yourself. That's important.
Yes. And because you always developing, and because it's always a process, you are always seeking to self-develop. It's not a oh yes, I didn't react today, I got it, I'm self-developed. No, it is literally until the day that you die when you should be seeking self-development. Okay, and the moment I realized that, it was like, oh man, dude, this life is this, and that is when life is like, oh, life is chaotic in its own. Whether you're by yourself, whether you're with a partner, it doesn't matter. You are always seeking you should always seek to self-develop, to be better, to grow, to seek that development for yourself, for your partner, for your family, for your children. Right? But it's always continuous. It never stops. It It never stops. It's gotta be continuous. It has to be continuous. So here's the question for you guys. Why should you self-develop? Right? Low key, kind of gave you the answer. Right? But why should you seek your own self-development? I can't answer that for you. I can only give you mine. Right? As she was saying, I can only give you mine. You can't take mine. But you can use mine as an example to get you in that thought process. Right? You can use, hey, this other guy's over here. You can use this other woman's over here as an example for you to guide your own. Okay? Here's the second question. What are 3 things, 3 aspects in which you are currently seeking self-development? And if you're currently not, what are 3 things that you could seek self-development on, that you could develop?
Yeah. So you gotta remember that growth is not linear, development is not linear, okay? So stay focused on how you measure your growth, how you measure development, and always define it throughout the time, because you're gonna change too, and that's important. You're gonna change in the next level, so you have to define it for who you are in that season and who you are within that mode, within that place, okay? That's super important. So be encouraged by that, because you're always changing, you're always growing. So if you became a new person, you developed into someone better than the version you were yesterday.
Congratulations.
You're doing exactly
Congratulations.
not even what you should, but what is gifted to you, because self-development is a gift more than anything, okay? So, as always, be great, be awesome.
Be the best you at everything that you do. You guys have an amazing week.